Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We are here at Hanson & Sons Chimney and Fireplace, and this is just a gorgeous showroom.
It is.
So happy that we got to film here.
And we're going to meet with them after this segment.
We certainly are. But first, we're talking a little bit about finances. This is something that a lot of people just don't want to pay attention to. They don't know a whole lot about. But here to answer some questions and hopefully unlock a few secrets for us is Tom Hanson from Transamerica Financial Advisors. How are you, Tom?
I'm doing great. And no relation to the Hansons that own the chimney place, by the way.
Okay, yeah, I didn't even put that together. So, no relation to Tom Hanson from 21 Jump Street either, right?
Johnny Depp's character.
There you go. Okay. So you started in this career 21 years ago. Tell us a little bit about how you got started.
So ironically, I used to work in the media field in radio advertising for WIBA, and a friend of mine called me up to tell me he was getting started with a financial company, and he asked if we could just meet to talk about it. And so we met for lunch at a West Side restaurant, and in that lunch meeting, the gentleman who was training him, Gary Ziegler, showed up, started teaching me about what Scott was learning, and I said, wow, I think I want to learn about this, and ended up deciding to be a training appointment. My wife and I sat down with Gary and my friend Scott and ended up becoming clients, improved on some old life insurance, started my first retirement program. That was 21 years ago. I was age 29, and I said, hey, I think I might want to do this as a career. So that's how I ended up getting started.
Wow, okay.
And when
Good story.
when we started, before the cameras were rolling, we were saying, let's see, you're an investment advisor, you're the branch manager, you all look sharp in your suit here, but you said it's not really all that highfalutin. What do you said you sit down with people at their kitchen table. Tell us about what it's like.
Yeah, so when I became a customer, I said, wow, this is how I want to be treated. I said, when my friend Scott, who I had a trust relationship with, sat down with me with his friend, or his trainer Gary, and I said, gosh, everyone needs to know, kind of what their goals are. And here I was 29 years old and never sat down and written down any of my financial goals. And when we went through a financial needs analysis, this is just a form we use, where we actually help people set goals and then identify how they're doing in all areas of their finances: cash flow, debt, emergency funds, insurances, long-term savings, and then the sixth step would be an estate plan. I remember thinking after I went through that process and became a client, I thought, everyone needs to do this.
Right.
But no one I knew that was doing it. My brother Russ, who was a truck driver, wasn't doing it. My brother Dan owned a lawn care business. I thought, he's not doing it. And the radio station I worked at didn't offer a retirement plan. I thought everyone should do this, but almost no one I knew was doing it. So that's why I said, I think I could get excited about teaching people how to do that.
And that's what you do.
Yeah.
And that's so important because, there's so many people who, I think all of us can say that, we don't want to think about estate planning. We don't want to think about our own demise. We don't want to think about how, hey, I just started my career, I'm young, I'm on fire, and let's start thinking about retirement now. I mean, nobody really wants to talk about that, but I think it's important that people need to know that they really should be talking about that early on.
Absolutely.
What do you love most about what you do?
So when I went through that process, that six-step financial needs analysis, I realized, okay, everyone needs this, but why don't people do it?
Right.
And I think a lot of times people think, gosh, it's going to cost money to sit down. And when I found out that we did it, the company did it for free, I said, okay, I love offering a free goal setting and financial needs analysis. And then the fact that I can actually come up with ideas that are going to help people, that actually make a difference. At the end of the day, I can help people feel more confident about retiring and sending their kids to college, or getting debt-free, or buying that cottage they've always wanted on a lake, whatever their goals might be. I get to help people achieve their goals, so that's what I love doing.
And I can see how you would walk away with a feeling of confidence once you do sit down to look at those things and maybe get a plan laid out. So is there a simple piece of advice to help people that get started that maybe aren't feeling so confident, or what would you say to them?
So you've probably heard the saying, most people don't plan to fail, they just fail to plan. And I think whether it's sitting down with someone like Tom Hanson or someone else that they trust, just most people should have someone that helps them come up with a plan. I'll use an example. I could work on my own car because I do know some basic mechanical stuff, but I don't do it for a living, so I go to an auto professional to have my work done. And while do-it-yourselfers can certainly do some of the things that I do on their own, it often helps to have someone that's in that world every day, working with these things, has the knowledge and tools to get it done right. So I would say, have a plan and work with a planner.
Can't be an expert in everything.
I suppose not. I suppose not. Transamerica is a company that's been around for quite a while.
Yeah.
They've had a very rich history. You're a part of that history now, and obviously there's a bright future ahead. So what excites you the most about your future with Transamerica?
Absolutely. Well, by the way, my oldest son, I have 4 kids and 2 grandkids already, but my oldest son actually decided to get started with me in business at age 19, a little over 5-6 years ago. And I told him, Dylan, this would be a great career, because right now, as the baby boomers are moving into retirement, the oldest of the baby boomers started turning age 71 this year. But here you have a third of our population moving into retirement. And believe it or not, our industry is at a 20-year low in the number of licensed financial professionals.
Wow.
So there's actually more need as the boomers move into retirement, and the Generation Xers and millennials have a more unsecure financial future looking ahead. I think there's a great need, and our company, Transamerica Financial Advisors, actually has a plan to build an army to meet that need, to go out and give good advice that'll help people be on track to their financial goals.
That's great. I wish we could talk about this longer, but we're out of time, Tom, so darn it.
All right.
If you want to get your free financial needs analysis,
Yes.
talk to Tom over at Transamerica. Go to his website, give him a call. Thanks so much for coming on today.
Thank you.
Don't go away. There's more Wisconsin Family coming up right after the break.